What up, people of the world? Special Caesar here, coming at you with more sweet video game nonsense. Welcome back to the Rosewater demo. We've just been accosted by these gentlemen who have come to take money off of Gentleman Jake, and we succeeded in knocking this guy out by pressing the button, opening the hatch, smacking him in the face. So now we're going to pick up this bottle, we're going to come up behind this bloke and we're going to bottle him. Hey, nice one. Not the most honourable way of winning a fight, but these boys were hardly playing fair. They seem to be playing pretty fair. They all did one-on-one, and the guy treated you like a lady and asked you to leave. So, I don't know about that. Hey asshole, looks like you're down a couple of goons. Hoo-wee! That got the old blood pumping. You've got some interesting associates, Mr. Ackerman. If you'll excuse me, I have an article to write. Now hang on just one damn flaking minute. I'd be a fool to just let you walk away after that performance. Come on back up here, I've got a business proposition that may interest you. What about Miss Sally? She can wait, she can wait. Now then, Miss Leger, I won't beat around the bush. Danny and I are looking to get some folks together for a job. And we'd like you to be one of them. What sort of job? Ever heard of Dr. Bennett Clark? I can't say I have. He was the lead scientist researching that ethericity stuff. Before the ban, that is. Dr. Clark went missing not long after the big disaster back in Lamplight City. No one's heard a peep from him in nearly a year. What happened to him? You want to go looking for him? You want to go looking for him? No, Miss Leger, I don't want to look for him. We're going to search for Dr. Clark's fortune. Come again? The fella was absolutely loaded. Somehow he managed to talk a bunch of big money investors from back east into financing his research. I see. All those gizmos and doodads don't come cheap, you know. We find his stash, we'll all be rolling in it for years to come. Stash? What's stash? Surely it's all just numbers on a ledger somewhere. No, I'm telling you, he kept his assets in cold, hard cash. And who could blame him? There's a bank here in town, nominally, but if you could just about knock it over with a stiff breeze. Clark's fortune is out there somewhere, we just have to go after it. How many folks are you planning on bringing into this? I'm not entirely sure yet, depends on what we find. But I promise you we'll all get a fair split of the money, enough to make it all worthwhile. So what's your plan? Clark had a lab nearby, a couple of miles outside of town. Last place anyone saw him. I figure it's the best place to pick up his trail. Now, call me crazy, but I get the impression you're not entirely convinced. I'm not. What if it's all a wild goose chase that gets us killed? I admit we're asking you to put a lot of faith in us. Hell, I'd probably be just as incredulous were I in your position. Mr. Ackerman is a good man, Miss Leger. He's never led me astray in all the time I've known him. Appreciate it, Danny, but I think Miss Leger's going to need a little more than just your word. Look, I've known quite a few moneyed folk in my time. They've all got one thing in common. Know what that is? They love spending riches. They don't give a crap about people like us. They don't give a rat's ass. They couldn't give a rat's ass about folks like you and me? I admit I cannot emphatically contradict you there, but not what I meant. Alright, so what do they have in common? They are good at keeping their money safe. Clark's case is out there, I just know it. As far as your safety, you just took a couple of brutes took out a couple of brutes twice your size. It's plain to see you can take care of yourself, missy. I'm pretty good with my pistols, and Mr. Ackerman can talk his way out of anything. But we need someone who's good in a fight. And while I'm sure the Post leadership will be tickled to read another biography of yours truly, I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show. So, what do you say? That money is as good as ours. Now that's the kind of talk I like to hear. You won't regret this, Miss Leger. We'll set out for the lab at daybreak. Thanks for playing the Rosewater demo. The adventure continues in 2021. No, it doesn't. Because it's now 2022 and the game still hasn't come out yet. If you enjoyed this demo, please consider adding Rosewater to your Steam wishlist. Right, guys. Sorry the second part was so short. I should have just... Unfortunately, I ran out of time yesterday streaming and I didn't have enough time. I didn't have that extra 10 or 15 minutes I needed just to finish the demo off. But I finished it off for you today, so you can get that last little bit of story if you're interested. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next episode of whatever it is I produce. If not, see you in something else, somewhere else.